Hey y'all, this is Ursula, your hobby container gardener. Y'all, I'm out here trying to get some work done. Today, we might have hit record heat, but right now, it's not that hot. It's a little overcast. Sun is going down. Perfect time to work. So y'all, look, I'm jamming. I got my music going because I got a lot of work to do, and I feel like I work better when I got music to inspire me, you know. So that's what I'm doing, y'all. But look, I had to make some changes to my garden. I had no choice. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. All right, y'all. Tomato plants. I had all of these tomato plants. All together, I have 7 of them. 3 Creole tomatoes, 2 white cherry tomatoes, and 2 rainbow cherry tomato plants. They were all in the screen room. They were too tall. I had to get them out. I couldn't move around in there to do the things that I needed to do. They was literally hitting the top of this screen room and then bending and turning down and still trying to grow. So yeah, I got in and moved around everything, got them out. So now I have to go and clean them up. I have to remove a whole lot of leaves that's on here. They are still producing, but it's too much, y'all. So look, I found a couple of boards outside in front of somebody's house. They was getting rid of them. So of course I picked them up because being a gardener, you always look at something that could be useful to you. And when I saw these, I'm thinking, ooh, I could use those and create a trellis. Never created the trellis, y'all, but I am using these boards. So I'm trying to stabilize them because all of them are in tomato cages. And y'all, when somebody tell you do not use a tomato cage for an indeterminate tomato plant, believe them. These plants have gotten so tall, I believe they may be reaching 8 to 10 feet tall. You can't see it here because they're kind of bent over. Over here, they're on top of my greenhouse. So yeah, they could be about 8 to 10 feet tall, but they're still having flowers. Still got some new tomatoes that's trying to form. So I'm gonna let them stay a little while longer until I get ready to do my transition. But on my Creole tomatoes, still got a couple of little tomatoes trying to form. Not as aggressive or fast as it was when they first started, but there's a couple of them on here. Still have a lot of flowers. The rainbows still got a lot of flowers, still trying to produce. So I'm gonna keep them until I get ready to do my transition, but had to take them out. So y'all, what it is doing really well are my bell peppers, and because I took those tomato plants out, I can see my bell peppers. Bell peppers are doing really, really, really good. This is a red bell pepper plant, and there's a bunch of bell peppers on this one. Doing really well. So continue to clip leaves and to feed it. Also, this bell pepper plant, this is the yellow, and there's a good bit of little bell peppers on this one as well. Doing well. This also is a yellow, and there's a few on this one, but there's more flowers where there's some more coming. This one, let's see, I have another little bell pepper down there. Okay, but a lot of flowers. So this one, I have one little bell pepper right here, and let's see, I have another one up here, and I don't see no flowers on here, but I'm sure there will be soon. And the purple bell peppers, so I have a couple of little purple bell peppers here. I have a couple more over here. And then I have some that just went from purple to red because I didn't take them off in time, y'all. So let me go over here. Since I got all of that out, I can finally see my Jimmy Nardellos. There's a couple of peppers on here. There's a nice sized one right here. There's a couple of them kind of all over the plant. So that is doing well. And I have a yellow flesh watermelon. I bought a watermelon. It was really good, and I got all of the seeds out, and I planted it, and here it is, just started. Still got one strawberry plant left, y'all. I don't know. The other one died. This one is looking okay. I gotta remove those yellow leaves, so we'll see. So y'all, I still have one collard plant. The other one died. I think the heat finally did it in and got to it. So that one is died, but this one is still looking good. I'll be able to harvest some more collard leaves. And I have 2 habaneros, y'all. These habanero plants are so huge. I harvested the habaneros off of here not too long ago. But as you can see, it has so many habaneros on it. I have to do another harvest. Still have my volunteer mustard that's coming up and looking good. I want to replant that and put that in a bigger pot. That was some seeds that dropped when I was trying to dry my plant, the seeds to get the. I was trying to dry the plant to get the seeds, and I think those seeds fell in that pot. And now I got some volunteer mustards. So I still got 2 pots with some cucumbers in it, y'all, and still getting cucumbers. I don't know, they're starting to come like this. Maybe it's coming to the end. This one didn't form barely at all. So I have this little one that's trying to form, and I have a couple of them over here that's trying to form. So I think I got altogether about 3 different types of cucumbers that's trying to still making cucumbers. So let me go back here. I want to show y'all what I've been working on. So back here is my okras. As you can see, there's a lot of leaves down there on the ground, so I had to do a serious trim on these okras. But okras are doing well. As you can see, I got one that I can take off, and I harvested this morning, y'all. I did a harvest this morning after I trimmed back all of these leaves. Okay, there's a couple of them. Let's see. Well, I know for sure this one I can go ahead and take off. This is big enough. And I have this other okra pot with a couple of nice little okras on it. That's not ready to harvest, but this one is. And I have another one coming. I have one right here. This one is ready to harvest, and another one coming. That one is ready to harvest, and another one that's forming. Back here, I have one that's ready to harvest. So I'll be doing another harvest on here on these okras this afternoon. So y'all, what I'm excited about, and these are my other boards that I found with the first one that I showed you holding the tomato plants together. These are the other boards, so I'm going to use them for something. What? I don't know yet, but maybe a nice trellis. I'm not sure. So y'all, sweet potatoes. These are my sweet potatoes, and they are still growing. Still got a couple of little brown yellow leaves on here, but these are still growing. So what I'm thinking about doing is, because I think it's maybe time to go ahead and do a harvest. I have a lot of new stems, So I'm wondering if I can cut this and put this in some water and go ahead and start some new sweet potatoes. Like I said, I'm in Southeast Louisiana, so I may be able to cut those and start a new pot, because I have so many of them that's just new and they're coming out and there's a lot of notes on them. So I might be able to do that. I'm not sure. I might do some research to see. But I'm excited, y'all. If y'all watch my last video, I harvested a sugar baby. So I'm thinking, I didn't see anything else. The sun was just frying the leaves. I was going to go ahead and cut the sugar baby down and plant the yellow flesh watermelon in its place. But before I can cut it down, I found this. Yep, another sugar baby. And it's look like it's pollinated. It's getting pretty big. But the leaves on here has all been mostly burnt from the sun. That's why I thought, you know, that it was over. I would just take it down and just let it go. But nope, not until that baby is done. So I have two more, y'all. These are the Crimson Sweet. These have a lot of leaves. I've seen a couple of little watermelons on here, a couple of little flowers. Like I have this little one back here, but not too many. Mostly flowers, male flowers, not the female flowers. So I am going to be patient and wait for them to produce the female flowers. But this one here is getting huge, but we'll see. We'll see. Going back around to the front, because you know this is my little secret garden. I had a little extra space once that tree got cut down that I could use to do some gardening, and I am using every inch that I can, y'all, because I want to grow as much food as I can grow. So let me show y'all this too. Still got some celery growing. I actually cut some celery off of this plant. Cut some celery off of this plant, and I almost cut this one completely down and brought the celery in to dehydrate. I'm about to cut some more oregano and dehydrate. This dill, I just haven't taken it out yet, but it's dead. I'm gonna take it out and do away with it. So this pineapple mint, I'm gonna cut some more of this off and dehydrate that as well. So y'all, I think I told y'all I planted another round of potatoes, and y'all, that's what they're looking at like right now. Not too good. So I think it's time to do a harvest on these potatoes. I don't know, you never know. I might do a potato / sweet potato harvest and see. That might be a good video. So I might try that. So y'all, the new stuff that I have coming are 3 jalapeno plants. My husband wanted jalapenos. He don't like the habaneros. So I planted these. The seeds came up. So I will be repotting these. But that's the only thing I have new going in on in my garden. Now I did started pulling out the seeds that I want garden. Helicopter overhead. I did start pulling the seeds for my fall garden. Still trying to figure out how many of what I can plant, the space, and as far as the pots and the grow bags that I have. I don't want to overseed and then I'll have space to plant it or put it. So I'm still trying to figure that out, but I do know I want a lot of cabbage. I want a lot of cabbage. So the cabbage may be more than any other thing that I plant. I may plant more cabbage. But I am getting ready. I'm getting ready. I'm getting to the point where if something is not really growing or it's not really producing, I will probably just go ahead and pull it and go ahead and start working the soil, you know, adding the amendments and just kind of letting it set kind of letting it marinate. So when I do plant my new fall plants, they'll be ready. So let me show you guys this also. Red Delish apple tree is doing well. Only little apple on here is this little apple that's been there forever. It's not getting any big, but you know what, y'all? I'm encouraged. I'm encouraged. I just feel it that next year this tree is gonna be loaded with apples. So y'all, I still have some purple eggplants. This is the newer plant. I didn't do any harvest on this one. I did the harvest on the other one, and I'll show you what the other one looks like. So this is the white, and I did a harvest on this. I might have got about 15 white eggplants off of here, and I have cut them up and put them in the freezer. My husband will do some eggplant casserole. So this is the other purple long eggplant. As y'all can see, the leaves all have spots on it. It's getting some kind of disease. So I'm kind of separating it from the other two. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take off the eggplants that I have left, and this plant might go into the trash. So that's my thought. So y'all, I'm still growing some onions. I have a couple of onions down here that's growing, a couple of down here that's growing, and in this pot. I came out the other day and I cut all of the chives, and I cut a lot of the parsley, brought it inside and dehydrated. And also it's time to cut these green onions again and dehydrate them. I use a lot of that, the chives, the parsley, and along with bell peppers and onions, and that's usually what I season a lot of my food with. So y'all, I still have this screen up here. The screen, let me show you. This screen right here kind of blocks the sun in the morning to keep from burning the bell peppers. So I still have that up, and I also have a screen on the top of my screen room, and that's to keep the sun from burning it during the day. So that's just giving the bell peppers a little protection. Their skin is soft and they burn real easy. Nothing in these hanging pots yet, but I'm gonna get to it. I will definitely get to it because I don't want to have any wasted space. So y'all, this is that little Golden Delish apple tree. All of the blooms that it had on it fell off, but it looks really healthy. It's getting a lot of leaves, a lot of new stems. It looks good. These are the blueberry bushes. That's the pink lemonade. It looks good. The Jersey has so many new stems that's coming on back here. That one looks really good. And this one is the Tiff Blue, and this one looks good as well. So I'm gonna step out so y'all can see this banana plant. This banana plant has gotten huge, had more pups underneath it. I don't think I'm gonna fool with those pups as far as trying to take them out. I might just cut them off and just leave them, because the ones that I took off a couple of weeks ago, I think one of them is still green. Everything else has died. So I think the sun might have been too much. The heat might have been too much for them. So, but in all, everything seems to be doing well. And like I said, I will be transitioning to my fall garden really, really soon. I will be, you know, getting everything together so I can start dropping my seeds. But as for right now, I still have a summer garden going on, and as long as this summer garden want to give me food, I'm not going to refuse it. So I am about to get back to work. I'm about to lose some of this sunlight. Well, this evening light, the sun is going down, but I still have a lot of leaves to cut off of those tomato plants. So I will get back to work, And I will talk to you guys later. I just kind of wanted to show y'all what I still have going on in the garden. Just kind of an update with what I got going on. So y'all be safe. Y'all be blessed. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. And remember, grow what you eat, and then just eat what you grow. All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all on the next video.